We have a final clear to launch from the senior range officer on the Air Force side of the Cape, monitoring all functions. 5 seconds now from picking up the countdown. 3, 2, 1, mark. T-minus 9 minutes and counting.
Sequence has been initiated. Go ahead, JRPS. Or LPS. Go ahead.
JRPS, start the APU brush recorder. And LPS, place all fire room, SCRS.
Mission Control in Houston has now turned on the auxiliary data system at T-minus 8 minutes 30 seconds.
LPS, OTC. LPS, place all fire room, SCRS. Imperial plotters online, place online.
T-minus 8 minutes 20 seconds and counting.
And MS1 on panel R7, the DEMS recorder switch, start for 3 seconds, then down. Good work.
STM LTD 212, you said going 998.
MS1, that's complete. Copy. And flight, proceed with the transmissions of stored program.
T-minus 8 minutes and counting. The orbiter test conductor Roger Gillette has requested that Houston send the stored program commands, which is the final update on antenna management based on the liftoff time. It also sets the system which makes the orbiter compatible with the downrange tracking stations.
Copy.
T-minus 7 minutes 40 seconds and counting. A few seconds now from retraction of the orbiter access arm.
LTD.
T-minus 7 minutes 30 seconds.
Let's go for OAA retract.
And we are go for orbiter access arm retract. The ground launch sequencer has now started retracting that access arm. That's the walkway that's used by the astronauts to climb into the vehicle. Should emergency require the re-extension of that arm, the arm can be put back in about 15 to 20 seconds. T-minus 7 minutes and counting. 7 minutes from the launch of Challenger in the Space Lab 3 mission.
FD would like to make a switch. FD?
Yes, we'd like the master console to switch the secondary GPC FEP to hardline. And JRPS OTC, start the hydraulic flush recorders for the clock plate. RPS will.
T-minus 6 minutes 30 seconds and counting. T-minus 6 minutes and 15 seconds and counting.
Go ahead. We have our required water now. Okay. And TLT OTC, perform the APU pre-start.
T-minus 6 minutes and counting. The orbiter test conductor has given pilot Gregory a go to perform the auxiliary power unit pre-start. Fred Gregory will configure the switches in the cockpit to put those APUs in the ready-to-start configuration.
Okay, can we get a confirmation from LPS that we made that switch?
LPS?
T-minus 5 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, has the switch been made?
This is work. APU pre-start complete. Copy. And flight OTC, transmit the...
T-minus 5 minutes 30 seconds. Pilot Gregory reports that APU pre-start is complete.
Go ahead, STE, NTD. Go ahead. Should we hold the clock here at 5 till we get the switch made? No, it's back in the Hursnall. We may hold at 31 if we don't get it made. OTC Houston flight recorders are running. Copy.
Mission Control has transmitted the signal and the onboard flight recorders are running. T-minus 5 minutes 5 seconds and counting.
Yeah, let's go for orbiter AP start.
T-minus 5 minutes and counting. We have a go for APU start.
Our clock will hold at T-minus 4 minutes due to a failure.
Okay, we failed. This is SPE. We failed to get locks replenished. And video reconfigure the heater. Locks verified. No locks. Somebody replenish.
Recommendation, Sheila?
This SPE will be holding at 4. Request to hold at 4.
And we have a request over the net to hold the countdown at T-minus 4 minutes. The reason for the hold is that the locks replenish. Termination was not accomplished. Lock strain back has not been started.
The GPC FEP has been switched to LPS. LPS. Say again?
Go
T-minus 4 minutes, 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay, LTD, this is STE. I feel like that switch came at the wrong time, and that's what gave us this whole...
T-minus 4 minutes and holding. We are holding at this point because of the failure to initiate locks drain back and locks replenish.
That's complete.
Workers are talking the situation over on the net.
Yeah, let's go.
Recommend you give me a term replenish, and 55 seconds later pick up the count at T-minus 4.
We copy. CGLS LTD. Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
Repeating, we are holding at T-minus 4 minutes, and we have a recommendation from the locks console that the locks drain back be started manually from the console and that the countdown start 55 seconds after that. We'll stand by on when that countdown will start. Still holding at T-minus 4 minutes.
LTD, STE.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to resume.
Pilot Gregory reports that all 3 APUs are up and running. All indications normal.
3, 2, 1. Mark.
Replenish and work.
Copy. And GLS 55 seconds. 55 seconds, right?
That's correct.
Locks console reports that the locks replenish and drain back has been initiated. We're standing by to resume the countdown, and that will occur in about 30 seconds.
We'll call it for you.
Okay.
LTD, SRO, you still have a final clear to launch.
Thank you, SRO.
Reporting that we still have a final clear to launch when we resume the countdown.
Clock or zoom on my mark. 3,
3, 2, 1, mark. We are T-minus 4 minutes and counting.
4 minutes and counting. GLS go through sequence 4.
Flight crew, close your visors.
Flight crew has been ordered to close their visors. The count has resumed. We are counting at T-minus 3 minutes, 48 seconds and counting.
Visors closed. Copy.
Total time in that hold was about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll launch 2 minutes, 30 seconds approximately after straight up noon. T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds and counting.
LTD, STE. Go ahead. Okay, we have a go on engine valves at 4 minutes.
Copy, thank you.
T-minus 3 minutes, 15 seconds and counting. Next major event in the countdown will be at 2 minutes, 30 seconds when the pilot, Fred Gregory, will clear the caution and warning memory system. T-minus 3 minutes and counting.
All right.
GLS go for ET LO2 pressurization.
We are go for liquid oxygen pressurization of the external tank. T-minus 2 minutes, 45 seconds. T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Pilot Gregory now being told to clear the caution memory system. It is clearing as repeat, and no unexpected errors reported. T-minus 2 minutes, 15 seconds and counting. Liquid oxygen tank should now be approaching flight pressure. T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
GLS go for ET LH2 pressurization.
Unicap has been removed from the external tank top and is now being cleared back on its umbilical arm. That arm will be clear in time for launch. T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds and counting. Liquid oxygen tank is pressurized. Liquid hydrogen tank now pressurizing.
T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
T-minus 90 seconds. Mark. Liquid hydrogen tank is pressurized and the range is ready. T-minus 1 minute, 10 seconds and counting. Next major milestone occurs at T-minus 31 seconds with a go for auto sequence start. Mark T-minus 1 minute, 60 seconds and counting to the launch of Challenger and Space Lab 3.
T-minus 45 seconds.
T-minus 45 seconds, mark. Standing by now for the T-31 second auto sequence start. T-minus 35 seconds.
Let's go for auto
T-minus
sequence start.
30 seconds and counting. We're now on auto sequence start. Challenger's 4 computers now controlling the critical vehicle functions from now through liftoff. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 18 seconds and the SR T-minus 15, 13, 12, 11, 10,
Let's go for main
9,
engine start.
8, 7. Go for main engine start. 6. We have main engine start. All 3 engines up and running. 3, 2, 1, 0. SRB ignition and Challenger and Space Lab 3 is airborne and has cleared the tower.
Tower clear.
Houston now controlling. Roll program initiated.
Roger, roll, Challenger.
Seconds, roll program completed. Standing by, the throttle engines down to 65% to pass through max Q. Three engines throttling down. Engines down 65%, passing through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. 45 seconds. Challenger heading out over the Atlantic and up the East Coast, out on its 57-degree inclination. Engines throttling back up 204%. Throttle's confirmed.
You are go at throttle up.
Roger, Houston, go at throttle up. Velocity 2,800 feet per second, altitude 9.8 nautical miles, downrange distance 6 nautical miles. One minute, 30 seconds, velocity 3,400 feet per second. Three engines normally running at 104%. All APUs look good. Fuel cells operating normally. One minute, 50 seconds, coming up on SRB separation. Velocity 4,800 feet per second, altitude 21 nautical miles. PZ less than 50, Houston. SRB staging now complete. 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Guidance converging is programmed. Velocity 5,200 feet per second. Nominal first stage performance.
First stage performance, nominal.
Roger, good work, Dick. Altitude 32 nautical miles. Downrange distance 40 nautical miles. Two minutes, 40 seconds. Coming up on two-engine transatlantic capability to Morone. Two minutes, 50 seconds. 5,800 feet per second velocity. Altitude 39 nautical miles.
Challenger, Houston, two-engine TAL capability.
Roger, two-engine TAL, Houston. That call up from Capcom Dick Richards, Challenger capable of reaching a transatlantic aboard at either the Morone or Zaragoza, Spain contingency sites. Status check and mission control, all positions giving flight director a go. Velocity 6,600 feet per second, altitude 47 nautical miles, downrange distance 86 nautical miles, three engines at 104%. 50 seconds, coming up on the negative return call, at which point the Challenger will have proceeded too far to return to the launch site in the event of an abort. Velocity 7,700 feet per second. Altitude 53 nautical miles. Downrange distance 123 nautical miles. Standing.
Houston, negative return.
Roger, negative return.